thank you so much for joining me back here. There's a lot going on inside my head right now. First of all, I want to say thank you so much for 800 subscribers. That's nuts to me. I know I've been at 800 for a couple weeks now, but this is the first time I have sat down to record a new video since hitting that milestone. A lot of this stuff has been pre-recorded, so I just want to say thank you so much. I don't do it for the numbers. That doesn't matter to me. But at the same time, I want to show you that I appreciate you, that I notice. Thank you. I love you so much. Thank you for sticking with me while I am kind of inconsistent. I've tried to post still kind of regularly. I usually like to post at least once a week. Here lately, hasn't really been happening. My life has been very busy lately. We were out of town a lot. We're from West Virginia. We live in Georgia. So we went home to visit family for about a week. We went on our family vacation and had a lot of fun. I have also started freelancing a lot. So work has kind of taken away from my free time. My son started school this morning. My son is 2, so he started sending him to preschool. It's been an emotional morning, but that's why I have time to record this right now, because my son is not here. My daughter's still young enough. She's taking a nap right now. A lot going on inside my mind right now. This video is probably going to be short because I did not read a whole lot in July. Today we're doing my July reading wrap up, in which I read 2 books, which is a little disappointing. But like I say, I've been kind of busy, out of town, working, that kind of stuff. I also start school at the end of this month. I'm starting a grad school for a publishing program. So my reading is probably just going to go downhill from here for the rest of the year. But at the same time, I'm thinking out loud right now. At the same time, since my son is going to school 3 days a week, I also have this short time to get some stuff done. Work, school, reading, videos, whatever it may be. That's besides the point. Today we're doing my July wrap up. It's gonna be short. 2 books to talk about. Let's go. First up, I have a book 2 of the Illuminae Files. I have Gemina by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff? I think so. Book 2 of the Illuminae Files. Guys, I was blown away by the first book. Illuminae was excellent. It's one of my first exposures to sci-fi. I don't really read a whole lot of sci-fi, but I loved it. Like the second one even more. I'm currently reading the third one. I'm not going to spoil too much about it. First off, this one follows different characters than the first book. They all tie in together, but for the majority of the book, this one follows different characters. I like our new characters. I became attached to them. I don't know, there's always some element to these books that's kind of like, sci-fi pops into my head. Of course it's sci-fi, it's a sci-fi series, but like in the first one, we have the AI taking over and killing people. In this one, we have kind of like a parasite taking over and killing people. There's like this sadistic, morbid, twisted twist in these books that I thoroughly enjoy. Maybe I'm just twisted, just a little bit, but loved it. Loved it. A little different than the first one. The third one is even more different than the first 2 so far. That's besides the point. Either way, loved it. Don't give ratings really, but 5 stars if I did. I'm excited to finish this series. I don't know why it's taken me so long to finish this series, because I enjoy them. Love it. Probably going to buy it for my shelf. I have the first one. I need the second too. Moving on to my second and last book for this wrap up. This is so discouraging. Guys, in March I read almost 30 books and now I'm sitting here talking about 2. Besides the point. Next I have Talk Bookish to Me. Nope. I lied. That's not it. That's not it. I'm reading. That one's on my TBR. I checked it out from my library. This one is Meet Me in the Margins by Melissa Ferguson. I listened to this one on audiobook. Liked it. Again, I'm getting ready to start a publishing program, and this one is all about, I don't know if she's an acquisitions editor. I think she's kind of an acquisitions editor, maybe a developmental editor. I think she might serve as both. Either way, the fact that I'm getting ready to dive in to kind of this work made me a lot more interested in this book than I may have been otherwise. I want to do what she does. Our main character, like I say, is an editor. That's what I want to do. Maybe not specifically what she does, but I want to work in publishing in this moment right now. I went to school to be a teacher. I have my degree, my certification, all that jazz to be a teacher. I decided to stay home with my kids. Now that I'm home with my kids, I'm like, maybe I want to go into publishing. So I think my personal life experience gave me a certain outlook on this book that other people might not have. Either way though, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's not an enemies to lovers, but it's kind of like a boss to employees that she doesn't really like type lover. She's the employee, she gets a new boss. She's kind of like, hey, I kind of like this guy. And in the midst of all this, at first she's kind of like, I don't really like this guy. And then it progresses into, hey, I kind of like this guy. And in the midst of all this, she works for a publishing company that is more focused on instructional books type thing. The guy who she's charged with editing his books, ignore my phone, writes things about lawn care, like how to care for your lawn and your plants and your bushes and stuff. So they publish kind of those kinds of books, but she is writing a romance novel, and she has an ARC room, if you know what an ARC is, where she kind of hides her manuscript. And she goes in one day and she discovers that someone has written notes on her manuscript and is kind of helping her edit it. So she doesn't know who this is, but they go back and forth. And she writes her story, and then she'll leave it in that room, and when she comes back, the person has edited it. This really reminded me of To Sir with Love by Lauren Lang. There's kind of that back and forth of communication with a person that you don't really know who they are. Really, really, really reminded me of To Sir with Love. So if you like that book, you might like this book. Maybe I should make a video. If you like this, you might like that. That's besides the point. Like this one, I know I'm kind of all over the place right now. I'm sorry. Again, hectic in my life a little bit right now. But yeah, that's what I read. It was good. Made me want to go into publishing a little bit more. So take from that what you will. Anyways, that's it. That's all I got for today. Super short. That's it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to subscribe down below and leave a comment. Let me know down below how your reading went for July. I hope it was a little bit better than mine. I hope you read a lot more than I did, but even if you didn't, you're still awesome. I'm still thankful for you. And I'm so, so thankful for you. Thank you again for 800 subscribers. Thank you for tuning in every time I post a video, for being patient with me, for interacting with me in the comments. You guys are just awesome. I'm very thankful for you. And we'll meet back here next time. See ya.